I had to mute my live stream video because after the countdown music ended, all I heard was myself. I heard the music and I was like, uh-oh, that's going to be an echo. So I'm just going to wait to talk. It'll be like, what's the word, Mom? Like suspense, kind of like the music for the countdown. Ooh, y'all, I saw you in there talking about suspenseful, dramatic countdown music. Unfortunately, that's like one of the few royalty-free sounds that I can get from the YouTube music library that is exactly 1 minute long. So that's what you get. Maybe one of these days we'll get a different piece of music, but that's what we get. Georgia McCroy had asked earlier in the chat, and I just want to touch on this really quick before we dive into tonight's packed agenda. I just want to touch on this really quick. So the Spools program and the Bobbins program, these are individuals that are tipping on a recurring basis, either $1.99 at the Bobbins level or $4.99 at the Spools level. And you can find out more about that by doing !spools or !member. It'll give you a link where you can get all that information on my website. But YouTube rolled out a new feature for those that are participating in what YouTube calls channel memberships. This is not a membership program. It's not a club. I just want to reiterate that. I feel like I got to quantify it every time I say that. But they rolled out some new feature that allows you every month, if you're a member, to get one free, like, super message. I have no idea how any of that works. So that's probably what you were seeing when you got that message. So hello everyone. Mom, people are saying hi to you.
Hello.
Mom is kind of off in the distance because sadly the wireless mic that I told you guys all about last week, it magically started working. Yeah, it stopped working again, like almost right after that live stream ended. So you're only going to hear her through my mic, which she's okay with, and she'll just sound kind of off in the distance a little bit. I do plan tomorrow to send this one in with the warranty paperwork. It worked one time in the past 2 months that I've had it. I thought it magically fixed itself. I was magically mistaken. Something's wrong with voice. Voice is not in sync. Thank you. That helps me a little bit more. Okay. Can you turn your volume up and tell me if I'm ahead or behind? Tell me if my lips and audio.
Behind.
I am behind a little bit. Okay. Well, hold on a second. Let me try this. How far behind am I?
Couple seconds. About a second or so.
Okay.
Says Becca out of sync.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, there is a mic plugged in, but it is not the one we're going to use tonight. So just give me a minute. Okay. All right. Is the audio any better now? Testing, testing, testing.
I think so.
Okay, my mom says it's better. I've got a few people in the chat. Some people said yes, some people said no. Lots of people are saying yes. So the one person that said no must have been, try refreshing your screen. All right.
Hey, hi, Donna Moonshine.
Oh, Donna Moonshine's here. Okay. Thank you, Miss Donna. Catherine says, keep talking. It's better. Success. Yes. Okay. So what I did, I took my wireless mic, unplugged it from my camera, plugged it into my switch, and for whatever reason, that seemed to work. So we'll go with it. If at any point during tonight's broadcast it messes up again, we'll deal with it. All right. So I've got fun, exciting things that I want to talk about tonight before we dive into the project. First off, what am I going to be working on? I'm going to be working on the mini swoon pattern. This is a mini quilt from Thimble Blossoms. She wrote it back in excuse me, 2013. And I have actually put together one of the 4 blocks that are required for the pattern. So you're going to make 4 blocks like this. I made one ahead of schedule to make sure I knew how to do it. And then I've got all my materials cut out to make 3 more, plus the sashing and the cornerstones and all that other stuff. So I feel reasonably confident that I should at least get through maybe the blocks, maybe not the whole quilt top, but this should be an easy sew. I'm really excited about it. And this block is just gorgeous. I have seen this pattern for a while and I've wanted to make one. And so this is me making one. I'm really loving my time doing some tiny piecing, and I love mini quilts because I feel like they're such a quick sew. And for a live stream, I try to keep my live streams to about 2 hours, but with the talking and the sharing and the announcements and the instruction, I really am not sewing for a solid 2 hours. So I don't always get through the whole project on a live stream. If I do a full quilt top, I definitely have lots of homework to do later. So I thought maybe we would take a stab at doing a mini quilt and see how this works tonight. This is a beautiful block. This is what I'm going to be putting together. This is available in a full-size quilt pattern and a mini quilt pattern. Both of the steps are, I believe, the same. The difference is the cutting instructions. Your pieces are much smaller in the smaller block, and quite honestly, this is a little bit easier to wrangle under the camera than the big blocks in the big full-size swoon pattern. So if you have this pattern in your stash and you've been thinking about doing it, tonight's live stream will help you see how I put this block together. We'll do at least one block here, and if I have time, maybe I'll do the other 2. But before we jump in to that, hey, Mom, can you grab that quilt on the top of my quilt rack, please?
While I'm doing that, there was someone asked if you're going to the tree.
Oh, okay. No, probably not. It does not work for my calendar. I believe they're doing it the beginning of October, and I have a trip planned at the end of October, and I only get so much vacation time off of work. So, yeah. I may check out details. I might think about it. I also have a trip in the middle of September planned. So if I went to that, it would literally be like I'd be in Florida in September, and then Vegas at the beginning of October, and then on my cruise at the end of October. So it's a lot of travel, a lot of time to be away from my family, and I only get so much vacation time from work. So not yet, not right now, but maybe something will change. Before I dive into the project, I do want to let you know I'm putting this together with the scraps from the quilt that I did with Tiffany, and that quilt is officially finished. The quilt top is all pieced. This is the quilt top that we started on her channel on Juneteenth, which was Monday, June 20th. So it was the Juneteenth holiday that we did this. These blocks actually look quite a bit like this one. And because I'm using the scraps from this quilt to put these together, I have an idea that perhaps I can put these on the back of my quilt as a little after project. So I just want you to all see that I did get this quilt top done. I have it pieced exactly as the pattern had us do it. And I don't think I'm going to do anything fun in the borders, but I did buy a nice big print from this line to put a nice big border around all of the quilt. So that's what I got there. Also, I want to give a shout out to my moderators. I have had, for a while, it was just the same couple, but I did add a few new ones. So Sean, your command is ~Sean. And then if Melissa ends up showing up tonight, it's ~Melissa for her. And then Beth from Goody Goods, her channel, or hers is ~, I think GUDE for her last name. So y'all have commands to drive people over to your channel. Now, before I talk about mine, would you like to come show them yours? Just come walk over here.
I just took my teeth out.
Oh, you don't even have to show your face.
No, we're going to be all boobs, right?
That's fine. Mom has a shirt she would like to show you.
No, you would like
I would like you to see. So mom we have a story with mom. We call her Baby Yoda because
Yeah.
sometimes she reminds us of Baby Yoda. And my husband has been watching The Mandalorian and he loves that show. So they have a Yoda thing going. And my stepdad showed up for the 4th of July and brought her a Prezi, a new shirt with Baby Yoda. You want to do your Yoda face? Go on. You're okay. Go back.
I'm happy in my
So, speaking of shirts and apparel, I want to let you guys know this week, this is so exciting, and I feel like I've been stringing it out, but we're just going to rip the band-aid and tell you this week my sister and I have ventured on a new journey that we have been plotting and planning and doing all sorts of fun things for months. And we are now ready to tell you about it. It is live. We soft launched earlier this week, but it is full live right now. We officially have a merch line. And I'm not talking about 1 or 2 shirts or 3 or 4 designs. I am talking about water bottles, coffee mugs, stickers, notebooks, mouse pads, hoodies, long sleeve t-shirts, v-neck t-shirts, crew neck t-shirts, tote bags, all sorts of things with a huge variety of designs. They're all punny. They're all kind of funny. Alicia, my sister, has designed each and every one of those designs, and she has meticulously placed them on all of the items that are in the shop. You can find the shop on my website, SEWBECCA.com. That simple. Right at the top right corner, there will be a little bubble that says store. Click on that. You'll see everything that we've got there. But I want to let you know there's so much stuff going in that store that not everything's ready right now. So make sure to bookmark the page, stay tuned to it, because there are exclusive designs coming to that website that we have designed just for merchandise that we want to sell to you. This is a print on demand service, so please know that. What that means is when you buy an item, you're going to put some money in a small business's pocket. They're going to get a sale. They're going to make the product and send it directly to you, and we'll get a small portion of that sale right off of the top. But that means that I'm not keeping any inventory in my home. I am not shipping anything. I can always check in the status of your order if you need me to. But once you purchase the item, the transaction is really between you and the vendor, and they'll keep you updated, all of that stuff. Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Be trying some new stuff.
yeah, this is also one of the shirts that is in the shop.
Which one is it? So much fabric.
So much fabric, so little time. We did try to tailor it so that we do have some women's V-necks in the shop. That was a request and we fulfilled it. And then we also have some crew necks, but they're unisex, so men or women can wear them. And there are other items that both genders can use. So whether you identify as male, female, or somewhere in between, there's something there, hopefully, that you'll like, that you can pick up and use. Where was I going? I have no idea. I have no idea. Let me give you a quick tour, actually, of what that shop looks like. Oh, look, picture in picture. How about that? I want to go over to the website and I want to show you guys what this looks like because I am so excited about it. And there are a few designs on the website that I think are just like Alicia really knocked it out of the park when she came up with some of these. They've got me laughing. So we've got the store up here in the upper right hand corner, and then when I load it from a computer on the left hand side, I'll see all the categories of all of the items that we have made for you. All will of course display everything that we have, and you can see there is not just 1 or 2 things. There is a ton of stuff here for you to go through. You got mouse pads, you got apparel, you've got posters, canvases, well, art prints, sorry, canvases, stickers, lots of Kiss cut vinyl stickers. You've got notebooks. You've like it, lots of stuff here and more to come. So make sure to keep your eyes peeled on the site. All right.
Mary Collins says, what about just sticking to videos on quilting?
Okay. I am making the videos. That is what I am sticking to. The merchandise is my sister. This is her business, this is her avenue, and I am allowing her to sell her products on my site. I am focused on making videos. I am showing you what she has created. And I believe in her, so sorry. You don't have to buy anything if you don't like it. All right. Moving on, let's get into the stitching. I'm ready to work on the project tonight.
Okay.
All right, so here we go.
Here we go.
We're gonna go to the overhead view right here, and we've got the picture-in-picture. This is the block that I'm going to be working on. And what I found with this block is it is actually pretty intricate or a little fussy just in the layout of the fabric. So we're going to grab one pile of fabric. This is what I need to make one block. And I'm just going to focus on laying my pieces out in this order, and then we'll start sewing it together. So the first thing that I'm going to do is go in and grab my print square that goes in the middle. I did set this up so that all of my flower fabrics are in the middle. And then we're going to go and lay this out. Well, hold on. Let me do the half square triangle units last, because those were easier for me to figure out once I got this done. All right. And then this kind of goes up here. This goes down here. You know what? And then these go in these corners. And then these four, yes.
You need to tilt your camera a little, because we're not able to see what you're doing on the mat completely.
Okay, well, how about I just push it up? It should be good.
Okay. There you go.
There we go. Yep. All right, before I get into too much of this, these are, I'm kind of laying things out a little bit. Okay, so I'm looking at this block and I'm figuring out how this would be best to organize my thoughts. It's a little chaotic to do this stuff while I'm also paying attention to the chat and teaching. So let's do the first thing first. These 4 pieces are actually flying geese units with the rectangles that we cut out and the smallest squares that the pattern cut out. So I need 4 of the rectangles and 8 of the squares. So I'm going to grab those now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we're going to take these to the sewing machine and we're going to make flying geese units. Now, I'm not going to bother marking the back side of my squares because I've got some marks on my machine that'll help me do what I need to do for flying geese units. So I'm just going to take this to the machine and I am going to stitch from this corner to this corner, actually just a thread to the right of where that diagonal line goes. And we're going to do that for 4 of these, or for all 4 of these. So I need 4 squares, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we will cut away a 1/4 inch away from that stitching line, flip it over, and then we're going to do the other side. And that's going to make 4 super cute flying geese units. That's what goes here, 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 and here. So let's do that now. Oopsies, wrong way. How about over here?
There you are.
Mm-hmm.
I see your pretty nails.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. So here we go. I am heel clicking on my pedal to cut the thread after each piece because that just kind of saves me a step from, that just saves me a step in actually cutting my thread so I don't have to do it later. It's so responsive. The thread's cut before my next piece of fabric goes underneath the machine, so I don't need to thread stitch if I get my muscle memory down with that pedal. See? It actually takes longer to line up the raw edges of the fabric than it does to stitch all of this together. All right. Now I'm going to take these back over to the cutting mat, and I'm just going to push this up a little bit so that I can do my cutting down here. We'll work on, I need a little place to press, so we're going to move that out of the way. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then in here, we're going to press this up and over. Hi, Jim. You guys, tonight we will be doing a giveaway. It is not open yet. Once I get all of the little pieces ready and I've got the block laid out, I'll open it up. But we're going to be giving away a project that my mom and I actually made. And I think I talked about this on the live stream that I did last week with Laura Lynn from Mom and Pop. Yep. All right, so I like, when I'm making flying geese units, I'm waiting for a minute because I actually like to heat press all of these. And that allows the block to lay super flat like that before I put on the next piece. So let's see, what do we got going on in the chat? Hello to everybody that I didn't say hi to. I see Jim Bennett's here. I see Karen Mewis is here. I see my iron is still not heated up. Special hello to Ian. Stephanie, Memoirs of a Long Arm Quilter is here. Hello, Steph. So Becca, did those colors come in a kit or did I choose them? They actually came in the kit that I used, the quilt that I held up at the beginning of the live stream. It was the fabric. Oh, Christy! Oh!
What?
Christy. Y'all, Christy is my special friend that I'm sending that teapot cozy to. Hi, friend. She said she should be asleep. Yeah, probably. Is it like 2 a.m. where you're at right now? Probably later, right? It's probably like 6 or 7. No, you're not 12, you're 9. 9 or 8. So like 4 or 3. All right, so now I've got these, and I'm going to take 4 more of these squares, which I already had set aside over here, and I'm going to sew these on the other side so that I have a point up here. I'm going to line up the raw edges on the left and along the bottom, and I'm going to sew a diagonal line from this corner up to this corner. 5:30, I was close. I'm here watching your square. 5:30 a.m. How are the babies, Christy? Yeah, 3 of them.
We love babies.
Let me pull these over here.
Oh.
Good evening, Jewel. Welcome to the live stream. Karen Little said, hello all, I finally made a live. Seeing the videos after it has been live is okay, but I'd rather watch the live when it's live. Hello, welcome to the live stream. It sounds like the Soya retreat sold out super quick. Mama Nancy, your shirt is so cute. Lori Bernard says, hello, everyone. Hello. Okay, now I'm going to cut away. What a cute block. Yes, it is extremely cute. And I feel like it kind of goes together pretty quickly. You just have to build out lots of little pieces, and then before you know it, the block's ready to go. I feel like I did one pretty quickly earlier, so we'll see if I can get through the remaining 3 that I need, or if I just get through 1. Oh, Lori said, I'm so happy that I was able to get into the So Yeah retreat before it sold out.
I bet it went full time.
It probably, and they probably put it up for sale like late at night, so I wouldn't have been able to get in on it anyway. I think they did it on their new stash on Tuesday night, and I got to be up super early for work on Wednesday, so like 9 o'clock, I'm already in bed and like starting to turn things off and go to sleep, so I would have missed it. I was going to go So Yeah, but I don't have enough vacation. They said they are going to try another one in January, so maybe that, oh, if they do one in January, I would go to January. I wonder if I can get like dibs on the first spots. Probably not. They sold it at 5 p.m. their time. Yeah, that would have been 8 o'clock my time. I honestly don't spend much time on social media on Tuesday nights after like 7:30 or 8 o'clock. So haven't been tuning in to see the live sales. I missed it, but I knew I wasn't going to be able to go. I knew the dates weren't going to work. All right, so I have you on the machine view this whole time. Apparently I need Mama over here to run the camera angles. So here are our tiny little flying geese units. And these, as I make the pieces that are going to go around this block, I will put them on here in the order that it needs to be. So I'm going to push this one up so I have some room to work down here. Right about there. That's good enough. And these flying geese units go with the white pointing in to this middle square all the way around, just like that. Now the next piece that I'm going to build out is this. So I'm going to take my color 2, my fabric 2, I'm going to take the 4 of those squares, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to take 8 of my little squares, 1, 2, 3, 4 in one pile, 1, 2, 3, 4 in another pile, and I'm going to put them on the square, lining up the raw edges, and just like I did with my flying geese unit, same thing. I'm going to sew about a thread away from the line that goes corner to corner on this square, and then I'm going to cut it, flip it over and press it, and then I'm going to come over and do the same thing. We're following the same steps that we used to build out our flying geese unit, but because this is a square instead of a rectangle, it's going to give us this piece that has the top corners snowballed. So here we go. There's 1, 2, gotta grab my other 3, my other 3. Any questions, Mom?
No, they're still talking about the retreat.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad they're excited for that.
Slots is what they said they had.
Wow, that's a
what,
big
some
retreat.
what-
Well, yeah, but most retreats that I've been to, it's like 10 or 12
Yeah.
people. 75 is,
That's huge.
Good for them.
Miss Quiltessa is in the room.
Hello, Miss Quilt Tessa. She said, "Ack, I'm late." So we're going to come back over to the cutting mat, and I know this is a little hard for you to see, but I need to be able to see the stitching. So we're going to cut that. Anne loves the pink and the black together. This is actually like a coral, like a peachy color actually, but it does look really good. The contrast is amazing.
It is.
Terry said, Becca, are you going to have enough of those blocks to make an actual full-size quilt? Because you have such patience working with those small pieces. No, I will only have enough of these scraps to put together my mini quilt. It's going to be 4 blocks this size with some sashing and cornerstones. And I absolutely love working with these tiny pieces, by the way. It's just super fun. All right, now that I've got these, I'm going to press it over with my finger, and then I'm going to get my iron and get that to lay nice and flat. We're going to do this for all 4 of those.
It says the link in the chat is taking it to the wrong pattern.
What link? And oh, is it taking you to the home body pattern?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's what we're doing next week. So you can use the link in the chat and then just search for mini swoon. I'll get you the pattern. Just give me a minute. I'll need a second. What size rotary cutter are you using? This is a 45 millimeter Martelli rotary cutter. Let me get you the link. Just takes a minute. Sorry, guys. I don't have anybody else to do this. So if the link isn't working, it's all me. One-man show. Sorry.
I was going to say, I hope I didn't screw that up.
No, they're talking about the pinned link in the chat. That is definitely me. Links. Where did my linkity dinkity go? Here it is. I gotta entertain you somehow. Linkity dinkity doo. Okay, that is the Swoon Mini. This is the pattern. Let me get the link. I'll come over here to the chat. We will unpin, get a copy of the mini Swoon pattern at FQS here. Typing, but also catching up with 33 minutes of chat, so it's very slow. And then at the bottom, shoo. All right, now we will pin this. So the pinned message should now be better. We'll stop that. So there we go. All right, let's get back to sewing. Crisis averted. Links are good. All right, we're going to take these 4 pieces that we just put a dog ear on one side, and we're going to put a dog ear on the left side. This isn't directional fabric, so it really doesn't matter whether I do it here or here, as long as it's going to make like this type of thing. See what I'm talking about? Yeah, you got it. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And come on, there we are. Hi, Jennifer. What's up?
Practically Creative says your one-woman show is gold for most of us.
I appreciate that. Thank you. If I'm being completely honest, I think it's because I might be a little ADD. My brain never stops. So even while I'm sitting here sewing and talking to you, I'm still thinking about a million things. I get distracted often. It takes a lot of work to keep me on point.
Nails.
Oh, Anne loves my nails?
Yes, and she's happy for you.
Awesome. Thank you, Anne.
Kim also likes Kim Winterbringer.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I like getting my nails done. It's a nice treat. And because my hands are in videos so much, I feel like it's a little, makes the videos look a little nicer.
It does.
Plus, I'm tired of my husband telling me I have man hands. So I started getting my nails done. Ah, shoot. I did. Hello, Miss Karen. How are you doing tonight?
Yes, Miss Karen.
Susan, you're out. The link at the top of the chat should take you to the right pattern now. You don't have me. Aw, Ian. Cheryl says I would slap that boy.
Oh, you saw what Ian said?
He said I don't have man hands. Georgia said you should be able to use it as a tax deduction. Business expense. That's hilarious. Manicures is a business expense. Let's go. Nobody tell the IRS.
They won't figure it out.
Oh, they'll figure it out. I'm sure they'd figure it out. So we gonna be all right. All right. So now these pieces that we just snowballed the top of, we're going to put them like this so that the color is touching the white. You can see it's starting to kind of come together, the shapes of it anyway.
She's got a house full of crazy.
There you go. There you go. All right. And then my whole bones and muscle, like everything's been stiff from like my shoulders up today. Oh, like my shoulders are stiff. My back is stiff.
Sitting like this a lot?
I was, and in fact, today I learned because yesterday evening I was helping Alicia with all of her stuff, right? And then I was sitting on the couch doing stuff, and then today when I worked from home, instead of like the first part of the day, I was crouching working. And I was like, why do I have my monitor 3 feet away from me on my table while I'm working? Because I work at this position. I don't sew, I actually work. I'm working at this position and I've got my laptop and my external monitor and I work like this, but I always find myself leaning in because at my desk at work, I'm so used to the monitor being closer to my face. And I think I do that even when I'm like not working, like if I'm not doing it while I'm on a live stream, but anytime I'm working on my computer, I'm doing that. So that 20-minute backstory was to tell you I got smart. I grabbed that monitor and I pulled that sucker right here. Like it was right here. I was like, oh, this is great. Why did I not do this like months ago?
Sherlock says that your hubby needs to give you a massage.
Oh, shoot.
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
Okay. Thank you, Ian. He's let me know there is a question in the chat. I know you love your iron, but what don't you like about it? That it turns off at 10 minutes. But that's something I can totally mitigate by just it's right here at my right hand. It does turn off after 10 minutes. But that last 30 seconds or minute before it turns off, the light flashes really, really, really fast. So if I catch it out of the corner of my eye, I just nudge it out of the cradle like an inch or so and I put it right back in. It totally worth. That's something I can deal with. I think that's really the only thing I don't love about it.
Yeah, because you've always.
I love that iron. I love that iron. It gets dusty because it's out all the time. I got to clean it, but I got to clean every iron. So there you go. All right. Now we're going to move on to the next step. So I've built this. I already have that. Let's build these corner units right here because that's the next tricky piece. We're going to take those 4 squares of, I think this is called color 2 in the pattern. And the first thing we're going to do is take a small background square. So I need 4 of these. And we're going to snowball 1 corner of that square. It doesn't matter which one it is because my fabric is not directional. It would help if I could, there we go. So similar steps that we did when we did every other piece tonight. Stitch 1 thread to the right of what that line would be. And if you don't have a marking on your machine that you can easily follow, you don't have some diagonal seam tape, you can always mark the line with a pen or a marker or a pencil and just stitch right next to it.
Teresa McBriar says the new
Ooh,
model stays on for 30 minutes.
I need that model. The new Panasonic cordless. I'll have to check that out. See, here's the thing. This iron is expensive. I love it, but it's expensive. And my I don't know that I am willing to pay the money to replace it just so it can stay on longer when I've got a system that keeps it on. But if it dies, I will look forward to that. I have 2 irons in my studio, in case anybody's curious. I have the cordless, which stays here with me, and then I have the full-size Oliso Pro pink. It's so old, it's faded. I got that in like 2017,
Yeah,
2018.
when it first come out.
I don't know if it first came out then,
That's when we,
but that's when I first started sewing. And I was so excited because Jenny Doan had one and it was pink and I wanted a pink one. So I got it for Mother's Day several years ago. It sits on my ironing board. So when I need to do some big pressing, I get up and I use that. But for little pressing, I just do my blocks and everything with my Panasonic cordless. I'm just going to finger press all of these really quick. And I realize you are not in front of the camera. There we go. Denise Hale said, mine came from the casino, free gift. Where did you go? Where did you go? Mine does have a ceramic plate. It stays hot for a while. Like I can do all of my pressing with this in one swoop, so definitely. Hello, Deb. Greetings from the land of Oz. Okay, so now here's where things are going to get a little different. We're only going to snowball the one corner, and then we're going to snowball the 2 corners that touch the background with our other color, our other print. So I'm going to need 8 of these squares all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll do another pile of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to take these in the machine, and I'm going to snowball here and snowball here. Then we'll trim and press those back. I always start alive and I'm like, I'm going to get a whole big project done. I am so excited. And then around about this time, I'm like, no, I'm not going to get all of those done. I'm already looking at this like, I don't know if I'm going to get all 4 blocks done, but I think I'll get 1. That's so funny.
These quilts just joined the chat.
Hello, Kathy. Doobie doobie doo.
Beverly Davis, when you cut your pieces, do you cut them out a little bigger, or do you cut them the same size that the pattern says?
Well, it depends on the pattern. So if the pattern writer has a penchant for having me cut out pieces and use them to make a half square triangle unit, and I know from experience that their half square triangle units require no trimming afterwards, then I will cut those pieces out a little bit bigger. But everything else, I cut exactly what the pattern tells me to do. Now, I will tell you, Thimble Blossoms, the way they write their patterns, I don't have any problems with their half square triangle units. So if they tell you to cut a 2.5-inch piece, put it right sides together, make a half square triangle unit, they usually have another step in there to size it down, to square it up. And then you do get a little bit of waste, but not tons. Love the Panasonic for small pressing, Cheryl says. I'm sitting here like looking at the chat and I keep turning this around. Oh, Wendy, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. That's awesome.
Yay.
Do 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 do. All right, now we're going to come back over here and we're just going to trim these up. So I'm going to grab my little ruler and my rotary cutter, and I'm going to cut a 1/4 inch away from each of those lines. And then I'll set it up here. I'm going to do that for all 4. I like to have everything close by to minimize the amount of times I have to reach for things. Every step counts. That's what my activity tracker says too. Every step counts. All right. How are you doing over there, Mama?
Okay. Just out of it this evening.
You've been out of it for a couple of days. Cheryl, thank you for joining the Bobbins. Now you got access to emojis and your name will be green and have a little badge next to it. She had physical therapy today. She doesn't like it, but she's doing it. She doesn't like it, but she is doing it. Thank you, Joyce. That's awesome. Thank you for doing that. Marge says, I just have a yellow Aliso. It does the job. Yeah, I actually had that I had just that for a long time. And then for Mother's Day or Christmas or something, I think it was Christmas, I got a mini Aliso iron, pink, of course. And hi, Charmin. I got a mini one and I loved having an iron here, a smaller iron to press with, and so the bigger one kind of went in storage for a little while. Man, I'm tight again. All right, so now we've got all of all these little pieces kind of hanging out about, but they're kind of in the right order. You can see they're starting to look like this block over here. So the next thing that I'm going to do is take my little pile of half square triangle units and I'm going to position them next to these big blocks of color so that I'm making little V's pointing towards the middle of my background fabric. This is just going to help me get everything oriented in the right direction. Oops. Hey T, how are you? T Quilts, everybody. There we go. And there we go.
Oh, hi, Sherman. Can't wait to see you all.
I gotta find a place to put this so it doesn't keep going in to my shirt and getting muffled. All right. All right, so I'm gonna look over here and I'm noticing next to these squares just on the top and the bottom, I've got one of my little background squares. So I'm gonna put that here and here, here and here. And now before I go any further, I don't want these to get mixed up. So I'm going to take a seam on this, this, and these two. I'm going to be very careful, pick up the pieces right next to each other, put them right sides together, sew it, and press it, and then take it right back. Come on, cut. There we go. So I'm going to press it with my finger. And then because my ironing mat over there is pretty covered up with all the little pieces, I'm just going to give it a shot of heat over here. I'll put it back on the mat and I'll do the next two. Oh, man.
You okay?
I just got some muscle aches. I should have taken an ibuprofen. It feels like my clavicle needs to crack.
Yeah.
I am pressing over towards the background because I feel like that's where the least amount of bulk is going to be. That's how the fabric is going to play the nicest. I'm going to put it back on the mat.
Oh, excuse me.
Sound like you're ready to go to bed.
They work me hard.
Yeah. Did you take a nap today? Yes, Martha. I've been wearing my ring for a little while.
About a month, I guess.
A little bit, yeah. Maybe almost 2, because I feel like I started wearing it right when I started Weight Watchers. It's been a little bit, but yes. Salon pause for shoulder pain. Yeah, but my pain's like right here. Like right here. And it's in my shoulder blades too. But salon paws are amazing.
Yeah, I use those a lot.
Yeah,
Well,
those
I
are
have
nice.
used them.
It's because I've been hunched. I know that. But of course, anytime you have anything going on, you're like, what's wrong with me? Inversion table will help with aches and pains, Georgia said. Okay.
You're not turning me upside down.
I think that'd be a lot of fun. Well, now I will say before the live, I went in the kitchen and I was getting water. By the way, I changed the water filter in the fridge. And I was doing some, oh, it's 9 o'clock, time to stretch. But I was doing some stretches. Oh, and I did like the one where you stand up.
Yeah, that always feels good. Like that.
Oh, and that just made a world of difference, I'll tell you. So, all right, let me give you the project view so you can see where we're at now with this. We've got all of these pieces starting to come together, and we've got this area here, 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 and here where things are kind of empty, and that's where our little rectangles of our background come in. We're going to put one there, one here, and one here. So now it's really about, this is what I did before. I build out this quadrant, this quadrant, this quadrant, and this quadrant. And because there's 4 pieces, I like to put these 2 together and then these 2 together, and then I put them together. So I make this a row, and then I sew them together. I hope that made sense. Stop that yawning over there, mother. It's contagious.
Very contagious. We have 2 more sessions of physical therapy, so
At 9 o'clock on the dot, so 7 minutes, we will start our raffle for the item we're going to give away tonight. So let's see what we can get done before then.
yay.
And I actually have a mystery prize from a live stream months ago that I should have sent out to a subscriber. I do have the email at the top of my inbox. It is going out tomorrow. Sorry. No, I didn't lose it. I have it sitting here. I picked it out. It's just, I keep forgetting to mail it. So I'm going to mail it tomorrow. And this is me asking you to help remind me to mail that, please.
Oh, you're telling the one that don't remember.
Cheryl, I pressed all of my half square triangle units open, and then everything else I'm just pressing in a direction where the least amount of bulk goes. So for most of everything, let me show you the project camera. So all of these, I'm pressing out away from the middle one. Same thing with my flying geese units, pressing them up towards the wings. And then for these and this, I'm just pressing towards the background because I feel like that will make it lay flatter than putting all the bulk under the half square triangle unit. If you really wanted this to be super flat, you could press all of the seams open. But I am just pressing them towards the background. All right, now that I've got these units in all 4 positions put together, I'm going to combine these 4 pieces, which will allow me then to make this a block, this a block, this a block, and that a block. After this is all put together, I don't know if I want it on the back of that quilt. I might want this on my wall. It is beautiful. And then for this one, I'm pressing the seam down into this. I'm pressing the seam down into here.
Memoirs of a Long-Arm Quilter wants any suggestions on quilt shops in the Williamsburg area.
There are none. Stephanie, there aren't really any quilt shops in the Williamsburg area. I know, you would think there would be, right? But there are some in Richmond, which is not too far from Williamsburg, and I think there might be some over near the Virginia Beach area. Oh, that's true. I could make this a matching pillow for the quilt. That's true. Ian, you are so smart.
I never would have thought of that.
I never think of that. Although I did think of it with that throw pillow that I have on that chair, because that matches the quilt that I sleep with every night. Ian said VR. What did VR say? Can you hunt that down for me?
I think
It's
Yeah.
not related to me, is it?
are you going to do the Sunday retreat in Vegas?
No, not this time.
There's a lot going on. We won't be able to make it this
Yeah.
time.
Too much stuff going on, too much travel during that time of the year. However, if they do one in January or whenever it is, the next one, I'll definitely consider it. I just can't make this one. Anne says our quilt guild is in Williamsburg. Anne, do you have any quilt shops in the Williamsburg area that you would recommend? I've heard there's none. Stitched in Purple. Hi, all. Sort of new here. I rarely get to watch you live, Becca. I love the Swoon blocks and the Seashore Drive fabric. It's a great combination, isn't it? And welcome to the channel. All right, so now give you this. Now I've got these all put together, so I'm just going to assemble them. Ooh, okay, so I did make a boo-boo because I pressed this into here and this into here. Ah, nope, I didn't make a boo-boo. Did I make a boo-boo? Nope, I made a boo-boo. I didn't make a boo-boo. Okay, I didn't make a boo-boo. I just had the block in the wrong way. When you're laying this out, you need to make sure that the corner that has the background, the dog ear with the background is going towards the middle square, and the square of your background is in the bottom. So make sure that they're positioned the right way, because your seams really don't need to nest. You don't have anything to nest up when you put this together if you do it that way. Am I doing this right? I think so. We'll find out. Let me just stitch and flip and we'll find out if it's right. And then for this one, I'm going to press it out this way. And I'm just going to press it with my hand and fingers first, and then I'll get the iron to make it lay really flat. It comes together so quickly. I love this block. Hello, Angel. You're
having the time tonight, aren't you?
I am.
Man, my nose.
Oh, you got tissues. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I'm pressing this up towards the seam here.
God, Tiffany's phone is dying.
Oh no, Tiffy. Okay, it's 9 o'clock, so I'm going to pause and I'm going to set up our raffle and I'm going to show you what we're going to give away tonight. I'll set this for 15 minutes so that we all have time to get our ticket. It is not time to do the command yet. I will tell you when to do it. Not yet. You don't get any brownie points for being the first one to type the command. So hang tight with me. Hang tight. Let me go to the giveaway and we're going to do complete here because apparently that was still running. Jonah, I think, got it. All right, so add giveaway. We're going to do custom. So we'll do custom Valentine so you okay?
Stiff.
All right. I'm sorry. We will set this up for 15, well, let's do 20. My mouse is on 20 minutes. Save, start giveaway. Okay, it is ready now. To get your ticket, you just do exclamation raffle in the chat and you will get a ticket. And I'm going to show you while we're waiting what this is what we're giving away. I did this on a live stream back in February. This is the kit that came in the Ginger Quilter box for January. I sewed this on or around my birthday on a live stream, so you can go back and check that out if you want to. There were supposed to be little applique hearts that went in the lining of each envelope. I did not do the applique. This is what the back looks like, and there is a label on here too, but we're giving this away, and here's the story with it. I pieced it on a live stream. Super cute, super cute, super cute. And the reason why we're giving this away, even though it's not Valentine's Day, is because my mom picked this to give it away because she quilted it. All of the quilting that's on here, she did on my baby lock machine, and then I tacked down the binding to the front, and she wrapped it around and hand tacked the binding to the back. So all of this, it's a combination of I did it and my mom did it. So this is going to go to a lucky winner tonight. Make sure to do exclamation raffle in the chat, and this little mini quilt could be yours. And it actually has a label on the back, so I labeled it. That's such a big deal for me. I have all these labels and I always forget to label my quilt. So I'm starting to get better about that and I'm really excited about it. So let's get back to the project. We're going to finish building out these 2 units. Doobie doobie doo. There we go. Get on there. And then don't forget, guys, I am going to do a $100 gift certificate to Fat Quarter Shop when I hit 15,000 subscribers. So if you are not already subscribed, make sure to hit that little subscribe button down below. If you have some quilty friends that don't know about this channel, this will be a great time to share it with them. Once we get to that 15,000 subscriber, I can pull a name to give a $100 Fat Quarter Shop gift card to. Hi, Pat. How's your camping trip going? Are you back yet? I don't think so, right? Oh no, March says they are back having to mask up again. I'm so sorry. Don't these blocks kind of look like little tulips? It's the wrong way. I need to fix that before I actually sew it that way. All right. Now our 4 quadrant blocks are built. So the next step for me is to put these together so that this becomes the same size as these 2 blocks. This is these 2 blocks, and then these 2 can go into this one to make a row. So let's do that now. Don't forget to do exclamation raffle to get your ticket. Harvest host in Nebraska Prairie Museum will be camping at Wallace State Park near Missouri Star Sunday through Wednesday. I bet you're going to have a blast there. Oopsies. Go this way. Just like that. And then this way. Just like that. I didn't get a ticket, so I'm going to try again. Let me go check and make sure that the raffle is working properly. I'm looking. Thank you, Ian. Ian just alerted me that there's an issue with the tickets. So I'm going to check and see what's going on. Yeah, it looks like it stopped. All right, let's stop. We're going to start over. I have no idea why. There was only 2 people that got a ticket. Interesting. Okay, let's try again. Try it again. Somebody type exclamation raffle and see if they can get a ticket. So Melissa got 1. I see Melissa's ticket here. What's going on with the bot? I see Melissa was the only one that, okay, type exclamation raffle. You don't get one. I don't see anybody else typing exclamation raffle. Okay, Barbara, you got to type it the right way. I see a lot of people typing nope, but I don't see anybody typing exclamation raffle. Please type exclamation raffle. I know, but I turned it off and I just turned it back. I started a new one. But the only person I saw that did exclamation raffle after I canceled the last one and started it is Melissa. Nobody else has typed it. Quiltessa, I don't see that you did it. Teresa, thank you. Just, okay. If you did it again, just try it again one more time for me, even if you feel like, thank you. Teresa. What's going on with this? We're going to try one more thing. Okay. All right. Thank you. We're closing this one. We're going to cancel it. We're going to delete this one. Repeat giveaway. Cancel giveaway. Winner. Yep, that's not the right way. All right. So let's go back to giveaways. Custom. We're going to delete this one. We're going to do one that says mystery gift and see if this works. This says everybody has a permission to do it. So if this doesn't work tonight, all right, this is a brand new raffle. This is the 3rd time. Try it now. I'm actively looking at the chat. And it should be mystery gift. I see Melissa just typed exclamation raffle. And she got a ticket. Donna, all you have to do is type exclamation raffle in the chat. Like, everybody should be able to do that. Exclamation, I see Holly just typed one. Thank you, Holly, for typing that. Let me see what happened. I can see your chat, Math Geek. Okay, I have no idea why this is not working. Let's turn the bot off and back on. Delia said, I did after Melissa and nothing. I didn't even see it come through. Interesting. Okay, yes, I can see you, Wanda. T said mine isn't registering. See, here's the thing. All right, we're going to have a YouTube chat 101. Let's just cover this, right? So when you type exclamation raffle or hi or whatever, it will always show on your screen. It will always show on your screen. But if there's something going on with the chat on YouTube's end, it won't necessarily show on anyone else's screen. I'm not seeing chats show up on my screen. So I think there's something going on with the chat, but I also think there's something going on with the bot because stuff isn't coming through. Like I do see a couple of people got their command to go through, but they didn't get a ticket at all. So I'm turning off the bot. I am letting it reboot. See my message on Messenger. Okay, Teresa, I don't have Messenger open.
Tanya Gross, we can see you.
Yep, I can see you, Tanya. Tanya Ross.
Oh.
Yes, we can see you. Did your bot infect Becca's, Melissa? All right, let me just try something really quick. And go see if I can find Teresa's. This is how we do on live streams. We get things that are messed up. Oh yeah, I know. Thank you, Teresa. I see it. But the configuration isn't set up to do that, so I have no idea why that was happening. It literally says permission is everyone, so yeah. Advanced. I don't even have must be a follower to win checked, so literally anybody should be able to type it. Practically Creative Melissa said mine was kicking other people out for nothing last night. Okay, we're going to try one more time because I've rebooted the bot like 4 times. I have rebooted the giveaway and we're going to hit start giveaway and let's hope this fixes it. And if it doesn't, we'll find another way to give this away. Maybe it's next week. We'll see. But let's just try it and see what happens. We're not going to let this get the better of us. We want to give away a mini quilt tonight. Let's see if we can get some tickets handed out. All right, try one more time. The bots are going nuts. They're going to take over the world. Wanda Marsh said, I was in 2 different stores today that were having trouble with their card machines. Judy says, guess it doesn't want me to win.
Who's the winner?
All right. Pepsi, it looks like the one raffle. You got to do exclamation raffle. Yeah. I only see Melissa was the only one that. Oh. Oh. Okay, hold on. Exclamation raffle, Tiffany did it. Okay, that's fine. So you guys are typing exclamation raffle, but it's not coming through in the chat. It's not coming through in the chat. Okay, hold on. I've got an idea. This is my brain at work. We're going to stop. There's something about that command that isn't working. It's like the YouTube server is muting those commands, which is preventing the raffle from getting it because they're all saying, I did it, but I'm not seeing it come through, not on the bot, not in the chat. So let's go look and see giveaway settings.
Technical difficulties. Thank you, Ian.
Quilt. We'll just put mama, exclamation mama for the command. Let's try this. Let's see if we just tricked it. VR said light bulb moment. All right, type exclamation mama. That is the command, and if that doesn't work, then we'll just do this old school at the end of the live. Okay, now I'm seeing, okay, there we go. Boom, got it. Woohoo! Yeah. Yeah.
You guys think it's good on camera? You ought to see it live.
YouTube was trying to shut down our raffle. That's what was happening. Now the chat goes crazy.
Yeah, I can't even keep up with it. Someone said, woo-hoo!
Oh, Right. I was looking over too while I was sewing, and I was trying to keep an eye on like the tickets that were coming in and the chat, because I'm trying to multitask when I do these streams. And I was like, man, the chat's not going crazy like it does when I'm giving stuff away. So in my head, I was like,
What I do wrong?
they don't want Mama's quilt that she helped me make.
I did such a bad
They
job.
must not love us. They don't want the quilt. They don't want my mom. They don't want it.
I apologize to whoever
Oh,
this is,
man.
because Mama is not a quilter.
It's okay. They're going to love it because you put your love into it. Oh, man. Exclamation MAMA. Now, keep in mind, the chat bot goes crazy when we do a giveaway, and there are, it can't keep up with replying to everybody. So just do this. It's open for 20 minutes, so you've got time. But if you're not sure if you got a ticket, when the chat slows down a little bit, type exclamation mama again. And if you already got a ticket, it won't give you another one because you can only get one. And if you didn't get one, you'll get one. So that's the best way to handle all of that.
Man, this thing's going crazy.
Yeah. Well, they want your quilt. Dun, dun, dun. I like beat the quilt blocks. I'm like,
Thanks, Jack.
I'm all excited. I beat the raffle bots. Woohoo!
The raffle bot had a named disease.
I have all of these extra squares, and I can't help but feel like I missed something somewhere. All right, well, we'll save those as scraps. All right, now I have all of my 9 pieces together. We're just going to put this together like a 9 patch. I did find when I put this sample one together, it's not a sample one, this is going to my quilt, but I did find when I put this one together that the top rows were better if I pressed them in towards the middle. That's just where the fabric wanted to go naturally, and then the middle one I pressed out. You could press them open, doesn't matter, whatever works for you. I'm just going to let the fabric tell me which way to go.
VR's doing a happy dance.
Let's all do the happy dance. Let's do the happy dance again. Mom, do you know that song?
No.
Because you never watched Rocky Horror Picture Show.
No, I did not.
Let's do the time warp again. My mom's sister's name is Janet. My mom has also never seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which is one of Jason's favorite movies. And if you've seen it, you know that there's a line in there where he just kind of like the guy says, "Damn it, Janet." And it's the way he says it. That's it. That's all I got. There is no,
No
there's nothing to that. That's all I got. Damn it, Janet. Great Scott.
Lots of people getting tickets.
Good. I'm glad everybody's getting their tickets. Get your ticket. Oh. Ian just sent me an image of the guy from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Such a silly movie. So, spoiler alert, I had never seen that movie till I met Jason. And it's a stupid, funny movie, fine, whatever. But where the story is really going is Glee. Ian said it's a travesty that you've never seen that movie. Where I was going is I loved Glee. Like, I watched every single episode, and the first few seasons were much better than the last ones. But I was really excited because they were going to do a Rocky Horror special, and the night that one was going to air was the night that I gave birth to my daughter. And so I had to have a C-section, and when it came on, I was sitting in my hospital bed after the surgery, holding my baby, nursing my baby, and I couldn't stay awake to watch it, and I was so upset. No words, Peanut Gallery. about how your firstborn makes you miss a special that you were really looking forward to.
And never can't even find it on YouTube.
So, mom's story is that, what was it?
Dick Clark, 25 years of rock and roll. You made me miss it.
I made her miss it. So I was not a C-section.
No,
It was a Friday night.
it was.
The 25 years of rock and roll was coming on with Dick Clark. Mom was really excited to watch this show, but I had other plans. Oh, shoot.
And I may forgive you one day.
But it's not today.
It's not today.
You're a nut. You're a nut.
Now, which variety would you like tonight?
How about a pistachio?
I have some.
You're a pistachio nut.
That means I'm a little, yeah, because it matches my shirt.
Oh, goodness.
I really love this one that you're putting together, Beck.
It's very pretty. That's very pretty.
And you know, back in the day, Dick Clark was a good-looking man.
Oh, was he now?
He was.
Elvis passed away after I was born?
You were born in 77 and Elvis was 78. If I'm not mistaken.
I thought it was August of something. I thought it was August 77.
No, I think it was 78.
Mm.
I don't know. I never followed out that much.
Well, here's the beauty of it. Somebody, oh, there we go. I was going to say somebody in the chat's going to tell us because they will know. Gigi Quilt, 1977.
Well, see, don't listen to my mom.
Oh.
Mama didn't know. Hey, I mean, they all know it.
Karen said
she's from Memphis.
Karen said she loved watching Bandstand.
Yeah.
I used to love watching
And Soul Train.
Oh, you made me watch that. I remember because we only had one TV in the house. What was the show with the stars? Star Search. I liked Star Search.
Yes, I did watch Bandstand on Saturdays.
And Dad watched bowling. I don't know. I just remember after cartoons were off, there was nothing good but bowling on. It was all bowling all the time. We didn't have cable growing up. I think a couple of times maybe we had cable for a short period, but most of the time we just made it work with an antenna.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't have cable very much. Excuse me.
Let's do the time warp again.
By the time Michael Jackson and Madonna were in the scene, I was no longer watching them.
Oh, I saw Michael Jackson and Madonna perform for the first time.
Yeah, Brooklyn Stitcher. I liked Soul Train a whole lot.
You know what I liked a whole lot? Thundercats. Ho! I also like Smurfs, but Dad wouldn't let me watch them.
He was convinced they were of the devil.
They were blue critters that ran around in a forest.
I know.
It was a cartoon. I also liked... Oh, I did like Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
I liked watching Looney Tunes a whole bunch. Oh, the new Elvis movie is great, Donna said. Teresa, thank you for subscribing.
All these new subscribers tonight.
All these subscribers, you're making me feel loved. Thank you. Look at this block that's all done. It's gorgeous. Brenda, exclamation mama. Get your ticket.
M-A-M-A.
All that starch is going to make this block stiff. Rub it in. don't know.
You know, way back towards the beginning of the live, someone asked about you using steam or best press.
Best press. 100% best press. Swoon. Isn't that gorgeous?
It is. I don't know which one I like better.
But you
like
still
them both.
are, and I'm so, I don't know what you were talking about. She said, but you still are, and I'm so proud of you. I must have missed the other message. Okay, so which one do you like better, Mom? The peachy one or the lilac? I think you like this one better.
Which one?
This is the moment where we wait for the image to show up on her video feed for her to say, yes. You don't like this one better? You like this one better?
The other one.
We'll have to wait for her to go,
This
yes.
one.
Yeah. She likes this one better. This
Yes.
one?
The
Wow.
peach.
Which one do you guys like better? The peach or the blue? I do like this charcoal with that peach, this contrast.
That's why I like it better. I like the other one a lot too. But if I had to choose one, I would use the one with the high contrast.
Yeah, that is pretty nice. That's pretty nice. This one's the best.
Precious pup. Yes, Deborah. And yes, Golden Girls are one of my favorites, by the way.
So now, I mean, it's 9:30. I built a block. One block. Check. Done. So we'll probably, I don't know. Maybe I'll start on the next one. You can't stop me. What? What?
We only have a half hour left.
I know. I'm just going to get started. I'm not going to finish it. We'll chat a little bit. Once the raffle is over, we'll do some sharing. We'll share it. We'll show everybody the pictures that y'all have been working on. And then we'll call it a night.
Mama has worked on nothing but eating 2 waffles.
Nothing but eating 2 waffles. I'm going to do this piece first. Hi, Katie. How are you?
Is she feeling better?
I've got an audio message from Ian, and I told him last time he did this, I never know whether to listen to those on live stream or not. And the last time I muted my microphone so that I could listen to the message, and it made me cackle. I'm afraid to listen to it. He's such a nut.
Oh, Katie, I'm glad to hear it. She's feeling a little better.
I'm glad. I know she wants to go home.
Oh, is it time for her to go back?
Yeah, it's been for a while, but she can't go because she's sick. She can't travel with as sick as she's been. I think she's getting homesick and wants to just be in her own home, in her own bed.
I understand that.
Come on and listen to it, Becca. You know you want to. I mean, do I? Do I? Oh my gosh.
Let's do the time warp again. Oh! Thanks for getting that stuck in my head.
Earworm, you're welcome.
Don't ever do that to me again.
Listen, what was the part that you liked? The singing or the ow at the end?
The end of the
Ow! Oh, man.
Oh, that's funny.
It's a good movie. It makes you laugh. Oh, man. Oh, my neck is tight. I'm tight in all the spots in my body. Brenda says, I'm hanging with you guys, and my new Bernina is just sitting in the box. Well, Brenda, what the heck are you waiting for? Open the box. Open the box.
The Band-Aid.
Open, open, open. It's like that old Mervyn's commercial. Remember for like Thanksgiving? Open, 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 open. Was that Mervyn's? I don't remember. Doesn't matter. It was a Black Friday commercial. I remember that.
Moonshine likes the end of the message.
Ow! Oh, man.
How much time left on the raffle?
Oh, I don't know. I don't have that up. I'm not looking at it. I'm watching the chat fly by. L. Wilson. Hello, L.
Brenda had to put it in her kid's wagon to get it in the house. And Shelley Clark says, yes, it was Mervin's.
Awesome. I have an awesome memory. Look at me.
So proud of you.
So proud that I remember the open commercial from 1988. Got it. But what important piece of information is that replacing in my brain? That's what I want to know. Like, what should I know that I don't know now?
You didn't know Dick Clark was in some.
Mom, I was 0 years old in 1977. I could barely see your face.
No excuses.
He was a little too old for me. That's just disgusting. An infant falling in love with Dick Clark.
No, I'm just saying you didn't know now that he was considered handsome then.
Oh, I figured he probably was. He was just...
Where's the beef?
Oh,
Yes,
Wendy's. Yes, the Wendy's commercial.
Yep.
I remember going with Ralph to Wendy's to pick up dinner one night, and we walked into the restaurant and put our order in to bring back, and he asked the lady, "Where's the beef?"
Oh, he would.
And he thought it was hilarious. He was like, "Where's the beef?" You know how he used to shake his head when he'd laugh? Oh.
And his hair just went everywhere.
Yep. He thought he was hilarious, and the lady behind the counter was not amused.
No.
It was like... Counting down the days. Cliff Clavin knowledge in our house. What does that mean? That sounds familiar. I feel like I've heard it before. Bum bum ba-dum, bum bum ba-dum, bum bum. Donna said that's a pretty block. Thank you. Oh, Cliff Clavin from Cheers. That's why I know it. Because Cliff always knew everything. Cliff. Oh, yeah.
Clark Gable. Oh, what a... Yes, man. Yes, Angel. He was.
I think the most intricate parts of this block is really just snowballing all of these pieces. So once you have that done, then the block goes together really quickly. So I'm just trying to get them snowballed and ready so I can start building the pieces together. Oh, you know what I did, Mom?
What did you do?
I bought some cake ice cream cups and a small pint of Peachy Peach Bluebell ice cream. And you know, the best part, the whole reason to have an ice cream cone is not for all the ice cream on the top, but for the melted ice cream down in the bottom of the cone when you get to eat. Yeah, you just get to crunch into it. So I took a half of a serving of ice cream. I saved up my points and I was allowed to do it. I took a half of a serving of ice cream and I put it in my cake cone. And I did put like a spoonful on top, just for like a spoonful of ice cream at the top. And I just enjoyed like licking that until it was gone. And right about the time that little spoonful was pretty much gone, then it was time for the top to get a little soft and to crunch into it. It hit the spot. And I will tell you, that was my first time having Bluebell ice cream.
It's good.
OMG. Like, but I also did buy, I just bought a small pint of that.
I know, I saw.
Stay away from it. It'll take me a week or so, a couple weeks to get through it. But I did buy a bigger, I think it's a half gallon of vanilla ice cream, but it's slow churned, so less fat, and no sugar added. So it's only 3 points for a cup of that ice cream. I was like, I'll do that.
Some of that Sanders hot fudge topping that you got in the fridge.
Well, you better not touch that. You can have some. I don't care. That I haven't. I opened it once and dipped my finger in there and took a little bit of it. Alicia brought it back in April. But it's so much sugar and so many points that I would rather spend, unless I'm really craving something with sugar, I'd really rather spend my points on something else.
Usually, if I want something sweet, fruit will take care of that.
I am learning that I'm not learning. I think I've always known this. I just haven't talked about it a lot. I think my body, and I think a lot of people maybe are this way, but I get to a point where if I have too much sugar or too much carbs, it becomes like an addiction for me and I can't stop I just end up
Yeah.
craving it, and it's
Yeah.
I almost gotta I gotta detox every time if I go past a healthy moderate threshold, I have to detox. So I try to reduce my carb and sugar intake. I can have it in moderation, but I can't have it.
Yeah. Like Rick can eat sandwiches, breakfast, lunch, and supper.
I can't.
Myself like 2 pieces of
Well, I could too, but then that feeds into this like chemical addiction in my brain where I want sugar and carbs all the time.
Yeah.
And that's not good for me because then I don't lose weight and I don't feel good. So I control myself and I don't allow myself to have sugar and carbs very often, not in large amounts. And once in a while, like there have been times where I will like end up having a bad week because I think this happened a couple weeks ago. Like I had a bad week or a bad couple of days, and it was a carb heavy meal or a couple of days in a row. And I struggled that week with staying on plan because of it. And I had to reset and detox from it again so that I could get back on plan. And I always feel better once I do that. But man, going through those couple of days sucks.
Jason McBride says her too.
Ooh, I think there's
a lot of people like that.
Yeah, I think it's a thing. I really do. Is the raffle still going? No, Bluebell. No, not Bluebell. It is a Edie's. Edie's slow churned, no sugar added. 3 points for either a cup or 2/3 of a cup. Slow churned, no sugar added ice cream. Haven't tried it yet, so it probably means there's no taste either.
Nancy Guest says, did you know that diet drinks will make you crave carbs?
Oh, really?
I don't drink diet, so it doesn't matter.
No, I don't drink them a lot. It's so funny. I'll open a Coke Zero and I'll have like a sip or two of it, and then it usually gets dumped because I never finish it. They're 12-ounce cans, and I'm lucky if I drink 3 ounces of it. I'd much rather have water or a coffee, an iced coffee, or a tea. I love teas. Oh my gosh. Mom has been really loving the pineapple refreshers. And you can make those with coconut milk, tea, lemonade, or water. I really like them with tea. And then the coconut milk is nice if you want something a little sweet. Pineapple refreshers, they're new. They're really good. But the strawberry one is delicious. And the dragon fruit one is delicious. I love their tea. They also have a citrus honey tea that I really like. Oh, she will do show and share after she finishes the raffle. Yes, I will be doing show and show after I finish.
Show and show?
Show and show. I was just going to go check and see where the show and show and raffle was. Let me refresh the page, see how many minutes we have left. Oh, it's done. Okay. Well, then we're going to stop playing with my block. I've got enough of my pieces
Yes,
started for this block.
Tea. That's delicious.
I am more than halfway done with this mini quilt. That's awesome. So we'll set that aside. Let's do, you guys love this block. I did this in a workshop with the Spools group. Let's check and see who our winner is. Shall we? Dun, da, da, da. Let's see.
Love your mouse pad.
I know, it's gorgeous. Okay, our winner. Now, before I pull the winner, let me give you the fine print. If your name is, you have to be here to win. Sorry. If you are not here, why did the cloud bot get turned off? There we go. If you are not here to win, then you don't get to win. So I'm going to pick a name, and the chat bot is going to announce the name in the chat, and it's going to tag you if you're the winner. You have a couple of minutes to just reply anything like hi, or just the number 42, whatever, it doesn't matter. Type something in the chat. I will see it. The chat bot will show me that you replied. And that's you acknowledging that you're accepting the gift, this lovely thing this lovely mini quilt that we're sending out to you. But it comes with a stipulation that you need to email me at becca@SEWBECCA.com with your name and physical mailing address. And if you don't do that, you don't get the quilt. And I need that tomorrow. So as soon as, if your name is called, best thing to do, pull up your phone, send me a quick email, get it done, and I'll get it out to you tomorrow.
And
all right.
Reply in the chat.
Huh?
And reply in
Oh, yes. Reply in the chat if you're the winner. Here we go. Drum roll, mama. Our winner is AJ Holbert.
Yay!
So let's give AJ Holbert a minute to see if they reply. And da 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 da.
Yes, AJ Holbert just replied.
Hi, yay. All right, AJ Holbert, you need to email me, Becca@SEWBECCA.com, and we'll put this mini quilt in the mail to you tomorrow. And then we'll reply to your email with the UPS tracking number, or maybe USPS priority mail. I don't know. It depends on where you live. I'm totally like throwing a dart at a dartboard because they could live in Australia and it could be a very pricey package, but they could also live in the US and it might be a little bit more affordable. So send me an email with your name and physical mailing address and we'll get this shipped off to you. Now let's go look at the Facebook group. Are we ready to do that? We are ready to do that. Here is the Facebook group. If you do !Facebook in the chat box, you'll get a link to this Facebook group. We're going to take a look. Oh, this is not the Facebook group. This is the SEWBECCA business page. This is the Facebook group. So if you are not a member of it, just do !Facebook in the chat. You'll get a link to this and I'll approve your request. And then you can post some pictures of the lovely things that you have been doing. So we're just going to kind of scroll through and do a little creative show and tell. Susan Munger worked on a popsicles table runner. She still has to add borders to it. I love the flamingos underneath that. Karen, look, flamingos.
Yes.
Gail Saunders tips. This was my project for the week. I've been planning on doing this for 15 years. Ta-da! I have to finish the handwork on the back and then another UFO done. So
Very
pretty.
Nice.
Vicki McFarland, I have a description of this in, I believe, Tiffany's group or Tiffany's group. I will also be posting it to Kathy's Quilts and Crafts. So this is a block that she made and there is a pattern that she's drawn out there and it ends up being a 6-inch finished square. So if you want to go take a look at it. And Mom, do you see the cardinal right in the center of that block?
Yes.
Yep.
It's very nice. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Chippy Her says, my new front door quilt. That's gorgeous. Look at that topping star.
That is gorgeous.
It is. Patty G, she posted this a while ago. We made a spin me around block on Kathy Quilts Crafts and Zoom on Thursday. This was a while ago, so it was like last week or something. Looks like we're getting older posts, so let me refresh and see if there's anything new in the group to look at. Oh, Donna. Look at this beautiful quilt. She's got two mini quilts here. One is, I think these are called diamond stars that are in the 5 corners. And then it looks like it's building out an Ohio star. That's so pretty.
Gorgeous.
Very nice. And then she also has, oh, look, the center block in the middle looks a little bit like a swoon pattern. They just did a little something different with the flying geese units to make that orange stand out. That's really pretty. Carissa Reniger just putting the rows together for this. So pretty.
Oh, yeah.
Andrea finally finished the top of the quilt my daughter requested. Looks like she's got some raw edge applique in here with the suns and then lots of pinwheels. It's a very bright quilt. I love it. That'll be fun to free motion quilt too. Kathy Cantu, a little something for my husband. She's got some red, white, and blue things going on here. I love that star.
Yes.
Right? I want to do a Mariner star. I think that would be a lot of fun. Jess Bentley, GOT. I don't know what that stands for. But they just asked to make a quilt of valor by next Thursday, winging it, and just got it cut. Here's the first star. I think that's great. That's awesome. I think that'd be beautiful. I can't wait to see what that'll look like finished. I've got 3 requests in here, so I'm going to approve these so that folks, 4, so that folks can post while I'm looking at the items that everybody's doing. So we're going to go back in. Oh, do I got 2 more already? Wow, I do. Interesting. Oh, lots of people. There we go. Everybody's coming in. Awesome. Oh, I can't keep up. Like every time I click off, there's more. Or are they just the same 4? They're the same 4, aren't they? They are. Something's going on. I can't get them approved.
See if I can approve them.
Okay, yes, please. If you could keep...
Is that on the SEWBECCA page?
It's in the group.
Okay.
I think I finally got them. I have no idea what was going on. But if you could keep an eye on the member request so that I can do this, that would be helpful. Thank you. Angel Moss says, I finished this fidget blanket for my grandma, working on a small bag now. Dawn Denny, she's pieced, now to quilt her. This is what I've worked on while listening to all my YouTubers. Look at all that Tula fabric. Ian, are you calling dibs on this? Let's get you a nice shot. So pretty. Debbie Dunn, River Rocks month 8. Just 1 more to go and then I can finally assemble it. Love those batiks. I love those batiks. I love batiks. Donna, oh, whoa. God, that's one way to get somebody to look at your face. I was not. Look at how much you have changed. Sorry, not the best side by side, but girl, you've worked so hard. Keep on the journey. That was hilarious. I was like, oh. Yeah. Judy did not make a quilt, but she made a bucket hat, and it looks like it matches nicely to her top. Katie is working to finish the table runner from Sunday. So pretty.
Gorgeous.
Yep. That's what we did in our workshop for the Spools group this past Sunday. This coming month, at the end of July, the last Saturday of the month, we'll have a Zoom workshop for anybody that's in the Spools program. And I think what we're doing this time is a Lone Star using the Jordan Fabrics pattern and tutorial. We're going to use 2.5-inch strips, and we're going to follow the Jordan Fabrics pattern. So if you're not part of Spools, you should consider joining. And if you are a part of Spools, make sure to keep your eye on the website because all the Zoom information will be coming up shortly.
There's several new ones.
There are. Patty says my first flower basket for the traveling quilt. I love flower baskets, and I've never done any, and I really want to. Oh, we've seen this one. We've seen this.
It says Christina asked to join, but I don't see where.
Well, sometimes they get auto approved.
Okay.
So yeah, I have it set up to auto approve people if certain conditions are met. Oh my goodness, Cheryl. This is a quilt she donated to an American Legion for a raffle. Paula said to keep scrolling. There was more further down. Got it. Karen says, working on my woolly stars.
Aren't those beautiful?
Love those sheep. Ian said, it's done. Finally finished this wedding gift. This is the Tulip Pink Mad Hatter's Tea Party quilt. Some of you might have seen it on my live where I glue basted the binding. Look at that stitching. Very pretty. This is from a while ago, but you get to see it again now. A better.
Two more.
Okay, thank you. Tamala says worked on these while listening to the lives this week. Awesome. I want to do one of those.
It looks cool. I like that.
Ah! Margie did, I think, is that gorgeous? I love it.
Yes.
There's the fidget blanket for Angel's grandma. We're going to keep scrolling. This is from Dawn. Debbie's block with River Rocks, month number 8. Got to go past my face. Judy made her bucket hat. There's the cathedral window in progress. Carissa and Thea. Kathy. Jess. That's her quilt of valor that she's working on. Oh, here we go. Betsy Clements worked on this tote tonight. It's a bit tedious, but stupid cute in the end. June Taylor Quilt As You Go shopper tote in live Lily fabrics for Moda. Just need to bind the top tomorrow, maybe. That is really cute. I might want to do that. Are you scrolling?
I just looked at the next one from
Georgia McCroy.
Isn't that beautiful?
Anyone recognize this monster? I custom quilted it and just finished the binding. Grandson is getting married next June. I'm a whole year ahead. Label will be the finishing touch. That's gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Jewel wants to know what's the difference between spools and bobbins. Honestly, spools just has access to a monthly workshop that I do on Zoom. Bobbins does not. But I will be, and this is probably a good time to announce it, I will be looking at, I'm considering, I won't say I will be because I still need to iron out a couple of things, but I am considering separating that out away from the YouTube channel, keeping the bobbins stuff there, but setting up a monthly workshop subscription thing on the website. So there would be a membership portion of the website where you can get downloads and other things from me, but you would also have discounts to all of the merch that's on my website that my sister is creating. But that's going to be a little ways down the road. So if I even do it, I'm still thinking through it.
Did you see the one by Shelley Moyer?
Yeah, I'm at it now. Finally finished this one. Quilt As You Go in sections. I made up the pattern as I went to make it long enough to fit my 6'3" son. Ian knows a little bit about that. Needing quilts long enough for him. Yeah. Been working on my son's dragon quilt and a grow chart for my youngest grandbaby. Almost done with both. Oh, that's so cute. Wow. So pretty. And then we've got the block from Patty. Oh, here we go. Karen says that she is going to work on this in the camper. Lots of hexies to hand sew. Tanya, these are all batik strips. I'm going to put sashing on the top, bottom, and in between each row, just using up some stash and having fun.
It's pretty.
That is pretty. Nancy is getting ready to work on a Bargello quilt. Oh, the Bargello quilt. This is, I was going to say, that fabric looks familiar. I think this is Monique's Dusk to Dawn fabric, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's not, but I think it is. Nancy Guess, working on the traveling quilt block. It's all done.
It's pretty.
Tara Lee, for my granddaughter, finished Thursday. She loved it. She ordered a few more.
That is stunning.
It's very pretty. It's very pretty. Josie says, I just used my scraps to make 2 little cushions. The first one is done and I'm working on the second one. And this is what it looks like. Where did you get your quilt labels? Teresa McBrayer wants to know. I buy them from Sweetwater. I love Sweetwater's labels. Beverly Davis, that is the 12 blocks for the bright side. Yay! My block 12 is hitting the channel this weekend. And this weekend I will be recording putting all 12 of those blocks together so that that video hits next weekend and then we will be all done. Georgia McCroy, I feel like I'm an overachiever tonight. I finished my grandson's wedding quilt and the top for a simple baby quilt for a friend. Paula just got this done in time to gift it on Monday to friends who let us sit in their yard for the July 4th parade.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Oh, that's such a nice gift. There's the popsicle table runner from Susan. This is the UFO project that she is hand quilting and trying to finish. It's one of the Hancock Fabrics Sampler Club quilts, and it's named Twig and Berries. Lisa Gardner working on borders for a beetle quilt for my daughter. And Gina Cole is sharing that the biggest pest in her home decided that she's not allowed to sew tonight. Her name is Spring. She's a grumpy old lady and doesn't normally want to be held. She's usually just really loud. Good night, Nana Sharon. Have a great night. Crystal Dobson, just got these done. This is the front and back view of them. This is the first time I quilted something, and other than straight stitching, the quilting is wavy. I love it because it's watery too. Sheila Gage finished a flag quilt. You can go take a look at the video inside the group. And I think I am now caught up. I'm just going to refresh and see if anything new came at the top. And I do try to look at this by newest activity. So the newest, like if anybody comments on something, it bumps it up to the top too. So that is what I have to deal with. All right. I wonder, is there a different way that I can sort this? New posts. Let's do this. That makes it easier. Then if somebody comments, it doesn't bump it to the top. All right, Kelly Waller, ready to start quilting my Claire Turpin hen house pattern. Going to do a chook fence quilting pattern. I have no idea what that means, but I bet it'll look beautiful. Ah, Sandra's working on her puzzle mystery quilt. She's working on an old Cotton Cuts mystery quilt. This is Are You Game? Yes, I am. Carol says she's made 450 of these for her niece's quilt. Oh, so pretty. What is snowballing? So snowballing is when you take, I will show you really quick. Snowballing is when you take a piece of fabric like this. This one's a better example. They're all good. But you take a piece of fabric like this and you take a smaller square and you sew it on the diagonal on that square so that you have, oops, I'm not even on the right thing to show you. There. This is what you get when you snowball. You're basically cutting off that corner and replacing it with a different piece of fabric. All right, Mom. I'm just going to wrap up the sew and tell, and then I'll be ending the live because it's 10 o'clock. And I think I have covered all of the post. Don't use snowballing. Ian said, don't type snowballing into urbandictionary.com. Must be bad. Okay, I don't want to see my face on there again. All right. So, oh, hi. My face wasn't even showing for that last minute. That's all I've got, friends. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I had a blast. These blocks are super cute. I've got 2 done. My 3rd one started, and I feel like with a little bit of sewing tomorrow morning, I should have my entire mini quilt pieced and ready for the long arm once Catherine's quilt comes off of it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here because the live's going away. But I think around this time, Beth from Goody Goods may be live. So if you want to hop over and check out her channel, go over there, hang out with everybody, and tell her I said hi. I'll see you guys all this weekend with my weight loss weigh-in video, as well as block number 12 for the Bright Side Quilt Along. Bye!